Welcome to a Return to Sacred. This is a video series in which I will be talking about many aspects of our humanity, what makes life on earth what it is, and I will walk you through remembering why all these elements of reality and of our human experience are sacred. Let's define sacred. Sacred is an understanding that something bigger than our brains, bigger than ourselves, created this universe. There is an intention in the universal consciousness of all that is, that we are part of, and that it is part of us. As above, so below, as within, so without, as one, so all. So it is really important for the human experience to live in a way in which we understand reality as an intentional creation in every aspect of it, having a profound and deep intention and meaning for why it exists. To endure the complexities of life on earth, in particular the experience of pain, it is very important and has been very important for humanity to understand the wisdom behind why pain exists, how to use pain, and why we experience it here on earth. What is the purpose of experiencing pain? So even pain, the thing that our society has grown to want to avoid the most, has a very sacred reason for its existence, and it is easier to endure if we understand what that is. Understanding the purpose of all the aspects of our human experience allows us to move through these experiences with grace, with strength, with endurance, with resilience. It is in the meaningfulness, in the understanding of what it brings to our life, therefore to our evolution as human beings and as spirit, we are able to navigate these situations with more grace and more ease. As painful as they might be, they don't render us self-destructive and hopeless if we have an anchoring into something greater than ourselves. When we lose this connection to something greater than ourselves and this understanding that in the creation of our experience here on earth, everything has meaning and purpose, what we do is we create one of two types of societies. One type is the desperate attempt at maintaining rules and regulations that keep us supposedly connected and tethered to a God. But many of these societies and religious institutions have created a system in which the light and the love has been suffocated out of the spaces and the teachings because it is more focused on the egoic, competitive, dictatorial version of what it is to abide by God's rules. So the more strict we become, the more shaming, the more guilting, the more dehumanizing we become of one another in the name of God, the further away we get from God, and the dark and darker and darker that these spaces get. But we stay attached to the illusion that we are still connected to God because we are following rules A, B, and C, even though in our hearts, in our bodies, in our souls, and in our minds, we have lost the understanding of what the divine and the sacred actually is. The second type of society we create is one in which nothing is sacred anymore, in which debauchery and disrespect, not only of one another, but of ourselves, of our bodies, of each other, of the land, of existence itself and life, is the way we live. And this disrespect and this disconnection from the sacred causes us to feel a void inside of us, a void that we try to fill with things that create more darkness and more emptiness, such as consumption of a million different products and anything that makes us feel whole for a moment, but it's all synthetic. So in both of these extremes that are created from a disconnection of the wisdom of what is sacred here on earth, there is blackness and there is a void and there is suffering and there is darkness. And so my videos, the series of videos of returning to the sacred, are made for us to start remembering the why of it all, including our bodies, our relationships, the food we eat, our relationships to the stars, to life, rituals, rites of passage. So every week I will give you a video on one of these topics, and I will create a reminder. I will speak in a way that you as a human being start remembering your own wisdom of the sacred. This remembering of the sacred also allows us to start returning to peace, because we start seeing things for what they are and not how our egos or our fears or our wounds as a human race has made us see reality. We have been fighting over opinions, over perspectives, and we have been creating war within ourselves, and therefore war within the greater collective reality. But instead, I am hoping that the remembering of the why of all of these experiences return us to an understanding so deep that we start to return to peace again. That we start seeing all experiences for what they were supposed to be. And that we start seeing ourselves and therefore each other with the same grace and love and compassion that we ourselves so desperately need. In an attempt to control reality, in an attempt to create a reality that removes us from any experience of pain or discomfort, we have created a nightmare here on earth. And what this understanding of the sacredness of it all returns us to is faith, trust, acceptance, surrender, courage, curiosity, love, unity, compassion, and all the beautiful energies and virtues that if we embody within ourselves, we will reflect back out into the collective reality, creating a world in which we can all experience a world more leaning towards that. That is not to say a world void of pain, but if you understand the intricacies of our human experience and the purpose for it all, then we can utilize pain as it was supposed to be used. I will make a video on pain specifically on that, so we will continue to have a conversation about why that is important. And the reason I'm bringing it up so much in this video is because that is one of the things that humanity has gotten lost trying to avoid. The world will know peace once again when we remember the why of it all. And we will remember that why when we remember the reason for every aspect of our human experience, why things are sacred on this planet. Why for a lot of human history we understood how to live with the land, we understood how to live in community, what children needed in order to transition to adulthood, why things happen to us, how to honor death. We have forgotten all of that, and we become lost children who are fighting with each other, trying to find a semblance of sanity, but we're getting more insane. So please walk with me in this journey. Let's create a community of people willing to remember, willing to embody within themselves the meaning and the purpose of this existence, and therefore bring that into the collective world. See you next week for our first topic. Please like, comment, or share this video if you think anybody would be interested in this, and I would love to hear in the comments if there's a specific topic that you would like me to talk about. Sending you all so many blessings, and thank you for joining me.